Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Thursday. It is Thursday. It is Jupiter Day. I hope everyone's feeling abundant. Gonna give it a few for folks to pop in. Doing a special Venus inspired readings today. Readings inspired by Venus, as Venus is coming direct, and we love to see it. We love that Venus is going to be direct. So we're doing Venus inspired love readings today. Hi everybody, TikTok in the building. Peace, 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 and many blessings. Peace and many blessings. Hoping everyone is well. Hoping everyone is well. So today is going to be a little bit different than the last couple of days. So today, with Venus being direct, this is inspired by that. So what I'm gonna do today, because I typically don't do the I've never done a live love readings. So I'm going to do love readings today. But these will not be your typical love readings. This will not be, oh my God, should I be with Billy? It's not that type of party. We're not doing those type of readings today. This is all about you, because I'm not reading the other person. I'm reading you. So this is how you show up in your relationships, in your romantic connections. How is it that you show up? So I'm going to do how you show up when you're operating in alignment. Like when you're operating as your most aligned favorite self in relationships, how is it, what's your dominant energy when you show up? When you are misaligned or you're not operating as your favorite self, how do you show up? How does that look? How do you show up? And then we will get a piece of advice. So we'll get an inspired action for you to take to ensure that when you are in your romantic connections, that you always show up as your best self. And we will also get just advice from your heart. We'll get some advice from your heart on what you need to know right now as it relates to love. So that is what the love readings will entail today. Readings today are only going to be $20, $20 readings. Oh, and you'll get a crystal. And this will be a crystal that you can potentially work with, or the crystal may have some advice in the message. As always, you will receive self-care because, you should always love yourself. You should always love yourself. Always love yourself. Always, always, always. So, let's got the cards as the shuffles have began. So while I'm waiting for folks to fill in and decide if they want to get some readings and things of that nature, what I will share are just some things to think about when it comes to Venus energy. A lot of times we think about Venus, and with Venus, this is obviously the planet of love. Like that's the obvious. Like Venus is the planet of love. But Venus is also not simply about love of the other. Venus is also about the love of the self. Hey Bree. This is about love of the self. Venus is also about how you show love and how you receive love. So, how you show love. So, Venus also can be reflective of your love language. If you could look at Venus in your birth chart or where your Venus ruled houses are, this can also be reflective of your. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't tell. Like, who is that? Alexis. Hi, Alexis. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the lot. For such a perfect way. Perfect way. So, Venus is the planet that, talks about our love language. So, how we show love to others, how we receive love. So, looking to see where Venus is in your birth chart can also be an indication. So, for example, I have Venus in my sixth house. So, this is the house of your day to day life and how you are of service. So, very much like I intend to be acts of service. Like, I very much tend to be acts of service. I like to give and I like to do, and I feel some kind of way about life when I'm not able to do for my partner. I also really love, like, I need to spend time with you because it's the house of my day-to-day life, and I really just want to spend every day with you because quality time is how I express love. Words of affirmation, that shows up in the fact that the ruler of my sixth house is in Leo, and that ruler is sitting in Aquarius conjunct Mercury. So I also, words of affirmation, and you will find that that's how I express I want to say that's a good thing because I was in a moment just prior to going live, and I wanted to purposely be cool. And so I kind of took some deep breaths and I sat with E5 for a little bit because I needed to be cool because I felt like I was about to run hot. So thank you for telling me that. That just means that I'm nice and grounded like I intended to be. So yeah, that's the love languages. And so what I will do is, when I'm waiting for folks, I will do a collective love reading. And so this will be how those of us who are joining, or if you catch the playback, this will be collectively what we need to know when it comes to love. So we'll get what is a prevailing energy when we're operating in as our favorite self. I won't say in our light because you should be operating in harmony with your light and shadow. So when we're operating as our full and complete favorite self, how do we show up in our romantic connections when we are not moving in alignment? How are we showing up? And what inspired action should we take when we realize we're not moving in the way that we need to in our romantic connections? We'll get some self-care, like how can we show ourselves more self-love. We'll get a crystal to see what crystal message we got, and a message from our heart. So as always, I am forever grateful that the Most High allows me to share space with y'all. I do not take it lightly, and I'm very grateful that I get to do that and sit with you each day and just kind of share and teach whatever that week or day is calling for. And I'm gratitude for your ancestors and angels and your spiritual court for trusting me, because you probably wouldn't stick around if that wasn't the case. So I'm always grateful to them. So how, as a collective, what do we need to know collectively as those who are intending, those who watch the playback? How do we show up in love in our romantic lives? And when we are not operating in alignment as our highest self, which one is it? That one. And what's an inspired action we can take today to be more in tune with the best version of ourselves in our romantic connections? Wait. Why you do us like this, Lord? Why? Can I get a clarifier for that? Just because it's funny. No, I don't want to clarify. I'm just kidding. I don't care. What is the potential outcome if we move? I'm adding one. A potential outcome if we move in accordance with our heart, with our highest self and romantic connections. What is the potential outcome? Yeah. Wait, he fine though. Wait. And he's fine though. Wait a minute. Can we get a message from the heart that I can share some advice from the heart when it comes to love? When it comes to love, what's some advice from the heart that I can share? One heart oracle. Boom. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's nice. That's so beautiful. Oh, that's so lovely. And can I get a crystal? Can I get a little crystal? A crystal for love. Is it in here? That's a bad shuffle. That was just poor card hand. There it goes. Ooh. Oh, I've never seen that one before. And it's green like the heart chakra. Ooh, I'm curious. Look, we're about to learn about a crystal today. And how can we show our Okay. I love it. Like, okay, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah. Okay. This one's reverse. Okay. Okay. So when we are operating as our best selves and how we show up in love, how we show up is as a collective is the seven of swords in reverse. And so we we don't hide. We don't hide. Oh, we don't hide ourselves. We don't keep things from our partner. We are vulnerable and expressive, and we allow ourselves to be seen and heard and felt and envisioned and witnessed. Ooh, that's it. We allow ourselves to be witnessed. When we are operating as our best self when it comes to romance, we allow ourselves to be witnessed by our partner in whatever way that looks like, good, bad, indifferent, good hair days, bad hair days. Oh, like we allow ourselves to be seen. And that is such a beautiful, like, that's so beautiful. Like, we feel no discomfort in standing in our truth when we are in complete alignment and operating as our best self, when we are in tune with our heart, when we're in tune up in our heart. And understand, this does not mean that the person you're in tune with in that moment, as you're showing up as your favorite self, has to be your spouse. That's not what that means. What it means is that you are moving in accordance with the truth of yourself in authenticity. There are no lies, no shadows, that you are simply going to look at yourself and say, I'm just going to be. I'm just going to allow myself to be seen, and I'm just going to allow myself to express. And I love that. When we don't move in accordance with our best self, we're like moving not in alignment. What we do is we're in this two of wands energy. And you're like, well, that doesn't seem so bad. This fight or flight. That's what I heard. Like the two wands are fight or like fight or flight. We are in this space of, am I going to stay or am I going to go? Am I staying? Am I going to go? You're constantly questioning. You're constantly questioning the relationship because you're still looking for the outcome in terms of being present in the experience. Ooh, that was nice. Wait, I'm going to say it again. You are constantly looking for the outcome as opposed to being present in the experience when you're not moving as your favorite self, as your highest self, as your like whatever that resonates with you in those relationships. You are not moving, like you're not moving in accordance. You're just in a state of worry and angst, and you're constantly questioning, and you're constantly in this space like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And so the inspired action was the two of swords, and the two of swords is telling us, make a decision. That's why I was like, dang, you just gonna come at us like that? Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna stay or go? Are you gonna stay? You're gonna go? Because you're going to stay, then you need to move like you're going to stay. You need to make decisions like you're gonna stay. You need to act like you're gonna stay. You don't need to always be in a space like, oh. And I know I feel called out. Like I have those moments. I have those moments where something's going on and it's triggering a wound and a pain from my shadow. It's triggering something, and it's like you can't allow yourself to be present and focus on what you are receiving and what feels good to you in that moment. And it's because you can't be present and feel good in that moment, you are still looking for the other shoe to drop. And this two of swords inspired action say, if you're going to be with this person, be with this person. Don't keep questioning. Don't keep bringing up old shit. Like really, like I don't know which one of y'all is bringing up old stuff in your relationships because I felt that real strong. Don't keep bringing up old stuff. Don't keep talking about it. You're either with them or you're not. And if you can't find a way to be with them, then don't be with them. And that's okay. You ain't got to wait for this long drawn out. Like you could just simply walk away, and that's it. But if you're going to stay, You need to make the decision to stay, and stay because you feel good and you feel honored and you feel nourished, and that's how they feel, and you have harmony in this moment. And stop worrying about whether or not that moment is going to lead you to a ring. Stop worrying about whether or not you're going to walk down the aisle. Just be present in the moment. If you're going to get married, you're going to get married regardless. You worrying about it is going to keep you in a state of flight or fight and keep you being anxious, and you can't be in love if all you feel is anxiety. Stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out. I keep telling y'all the pee in the dating pool is you. It's yours. It's your pee in the dating pool. The pee in the dating pool is yours. So you can just stop. Like, you can stop. And if you're struggling to stop peeing in your own dating pool, then what you need to do is get support. This is where, if you're someone that has a spiritual practice, this is where you get support. You go to your elder, you go to your mentor. It's like, hey, I need some help. I'm trying to do this shadow work because I'm tired of drinking my own pee. I would really like to not. I would like to have fine wine in my dating pool. I would like to have luxury in my dating pool. Like, this is what I want to have, but I need to get out of my own way, and I need some support in doing so. And a good elder, that's what they're going to help you to do. They're not going to do the work for you. They're going to give you the tools, the resources, the techniques, rituals, whatever the case may be, to help you get out your own way. Go to therapy, talk to your therapist, be honest about the ways that your triggers are showing up in your life. Hey, Terry, be honest about the ways your triggers are showing up in your life, because that is going to influence how you receive the love in your relationship. When I asked for an outcome card, and I didn't know why, I was like, I'm going to ask for an outcome card. There's such wisdom and clarity and discernment and knowing and trust in this King of Swords. Plus, he fine. Like, that's the other thing. Plus, he is real fine. Like, really, 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 really fine. Really, really fine. But there is so much trust and discernment and passion. And then we have like big Leo energy on the back of the deck with this King of Wands, who is also real fine. Like, we got two, like, the kings have come. The kings have come out, and I am very appreciative of how the kings have showed up for us, because, one, they're real fine. This is a love reading. I'm loving on the visuals of the reading, but it's wisdom, and there's clarity, and there's discernment, and there's trusting your intuition, trusting your inner knowing. And that's the other part. You don't trust your inner knowing because you can't see the outcome. You're like, I'm not sure if I'm going to marry this person or not. Well, just date them. It does, just date them. And if you're meant to date them forever and turn into a spouse, then you will. If you're meant to date them for a season, then that's what it'll be. Just simply enjoy dating. Like, that's it. That's it. That's simply it. So I asked for some advice from the heart. And what was beautiful is Freedom came out. And I love this Freedom card. She's a little nude, so I'm gonna cover her naughty bits. There we go. I covered her bits. And so we have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want. What? Let me say it again. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So who's in the way? Who's in the way? Whose pee is in the dating pool? Yours. It's your pee in the dating pool. You're the reason why you are attracting these experiences, because you are calling them to you. That's what you're giving momentum to. You need to give momentum to something else if you want to experience something else. And that takes practice and consistency and determination. It is not something that happens overnight. You have to make it a ritual and do it consistently before it becomes a habit. So then we also have balance, which is love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And I love that. The person you are partnered with, whether this is a life partner or not, the person you are currently in a romantic exchange with, y'all are exchanging energy, and both of y'all are going through a journey together, and there is a exchange in that learning. There are lessons being learned by the both of you. There are blessings being achieved by the both of you, both in an individual and as a collective union. So there's balance. There's reciprocity. You don't have to worry about I'm doing too much. It's a ebb and flow, a give and take in the relationship. And that's the other thing, especially with some of the conversations happening, especially with the Black community, is that if you're looking for this one-sided romance, um, you're looking for this one-sided romance, like I should do all of this and you should do all of that. That's not balanced. It's not balanced. It's meant to be balanced. The analogy that I gave to somebody recently is like they talked about income and how it takes two people to care for a household. When you want family, children, college, all these things, it requires two people. Duh. You didn't think the Most High planned it that way? So that one person can stop trying to do it by themselves and let y'all work together and have balance? You didn't think that maybe that's part of the plan? Maybe you keep trying to do it solo and the creator's trying to create community. Just saying, just a thought, just a thought. So the crystal that we got is smithsonite. If anybody knows what smithsonite is, by all means, feel free to drop some knowledge in the comment section, because I have never heard of this crystal before. But this crystal is card number 51, which is a 6 energy, and 6 is the number in numerology for romance. She is nurturing, she is loving, she's associated with Libra, which is a sign associated with the 7th house, the house of marriage. So I love that beautiful synchronicity. So smithsonite's essential meaning is rebirth from chaos, evolution, stress relief, emotional boost, clearing of obstacles to growth. Again, sometimes we are our own obstacle. Sometimes the obstacle is us. So for the relationship advice, it says you are evolving and the confusion will lift as you breathe and listen to the message of the smithsonite spirit. Again, did we talk about knowing what you want? Even when you are leading your partner in a dance, there will be times when it seems you are stumbling backward or twirling through in the air. You feel unsure of where the ground is and whether you are about to fall. And every relationship evolution is necessary at times, for circumstances always change. You must become the person you need to be so that the intimacy and friendship can weather the inevitable storms and grow even stronger. Put one foot forward and twirl away without fear, for soon your gaze will meet your partner's and you will see eye to eye on what is most important. Then the right next step will become clear. Boy, what did we that's my mic drop. That's my mic drop. Because what did we just talk about? What did we just talk? That summed up everything that I just said. That beautifully summed up everything. It's a dance. It is a dance. It is a dance. Look, bow. That was a mic drop. That just beautifully encapsulated everything I said for the collective message. Your self-love, your self-care is the vision board. Yes, make a romance, make a partnership vision board. If you are married, you and your partner sit. It's some powerful manifestation work. You and your partner sit with each other and you come together and converse about what you would like for your union to be. What is the experience y'all would like to have together and individually? And okay, this is what I see. So just take this or leave it. But I see like a poster board, and there's like the one person on one side and one person on the side, what they need, what they want to experience in a relationship. And then in the center is what y'all want to experience, like individually. This is this person's wants, needs, and desires from this person. This side is this person's wants, needs, and desires from that person. And this is what they collectively want together as they experience as a couple. Oh my God, that will be such a romantic thing to do together. I see wine and sweets and fruits and cookies. That would be so lovely. If you are single and you're single, ready to mingle, and you're not necessarily dating somebody, then you do vision board for your partner, for your mate. What is that experience of this person? How do you feel with this person? What do you like about this person? What makes you laugh about this person? How do y'all play together? How do you communicate when you're having a disagreement? Like, yes, chocolate covered strawberries, even though I don't eat them, they look sexy to me. Like, I love the visual of chocolate covered strawberries, but I would never eat them because I don't want chocolate on my fruit. So, but I love that. Yes. Vision board. And think about all the things. If you argue, what is an argument? What is that disagreement? What is the experience of that disagreement? Like, not how you end, not you winning, just what is that like? If you end up with a disagreement, what is the experience for y'all so that y'all come to agreement? How do y'all come to agreement? What is that experience like for you? Like, we don't go to bed angry, whatever that needs to be. What is that experience like for you? What are y'all doing together? How are you having fun with one another? I love that. That was look. I needed that message. I I needed that. I don't know if anyone else needed that message, but I needed that. Tell Bixby to stop. Tell Bixby to chill out. Tell Bixby said it's not even its business for you to be in there. Huh. Hi, hun. I'm doing well. I'm doing very, very well. FYI, I got to send you a picture, but your stuff is done. The only thing that's not done is this part, and I got to make one set for you. The one set's complete. I just got to do the other one. So I just wanted you to know that. Just wanted you to know that. You're welcome. And I think I emailed you as well yesterday. I've been in admin mode the last 2 days. All righty, righty. Humans, beings, souls, gods, goddesses, and all deities in between. So that was the collective love reading. What? So yeah, we're gonna do. Oh snap! I just saw a bee outside my window, y'all. I just saw a real fat bumblebee fly in front of my window and fly away. That's awesome. All right, so like I said, I could take about I know, right? So yes. I'm like, wasn't that perfect? Like, that's so perfect. Like, absolute sheer perfection. I love it. So, we are going to open it up for readings. I have space for 5 people. I have space for at least 5 people that I can do readings for. Readings are only $20. Only $20. And so you will get very much similar to what I did in the collective reading. So you will get how you show up in the positive manifestation, how you show up in your shadow, what inspired action you should take when you are showing up in your relationships. And I will go ahead and do a potential outcome. So potential outcome, and then one piece of advice from your heart, one crystal advice, and one self-care. And then, of course, as always, oh, thank you for the vote of confidence. Thank you. If you send an actual glitter badge, then I will also pull one card. Obviously, you will always get a self-care card, but I'll pull one card and a self-care for you for glitter badges. For my Facebook and YouTube folks, since y'all cannot send, I don't know, like YouTube, y'all might actually be able to send me I don't know what it's called on YouTube, but you might be on YouTube. But Facebook, if you want to get one, but you're not in a position right this minute to do $20, but you'd really like at least one piece of advice, just send me a tip. Just send me whatever you can as a donation to my Cash App or my Venmo. They are on the screen, and I will still give you at least a card and a self-care. So that's that is of the that. And reset all my decks. Reset. I don't know if y'all can tell, but shuffling cards shaped like hearts. Okay. All right. Let's see. Which deck am I going to use? Okay, Robert's getting one. Okay, cool. So Robert, you're getting a crystal because That's what Spirit said you need. So I'm gonna pull a crystal for you. So what does Robert need to know about how he shows up in love? What does Robert need to know? Oh, it's so soft. Oh my goodness. Uh so soft. Like, oh my goodness. Ooh. Ooh, blue chalcedony. Okay, so um okay. So it's like spiritual, the connection. Like you breathe into one another without even knowing it. Oh my God. You need to speak up more and trust your partner to listen. And you need to trust your intuition more. You trust it in most other circumstances, but not when it comes to your heart. Your when your head and your heart. So if you've ever paid attention when I'm doing divination, I say Iba Ori and Iba Ori Nu over the heart. When your head and your heart are in alignment, this is like your inner head. When your head and your heart are in alignment, then it allows you to flow through your intuition easily. Oh snap! Okay, hold on. Look, this is a level 11 card, and for me, 11 represents alignment. Um, some people also say it's partnership energy because it's a duplication of a number, but 11 for me looks like Oak Bay, and so it looks for me it represents alignment whenever I see it. So And so, yes, okay. So, what I felt before I did the card was like softness. So, for here, it says slowing, the essential meaning is slowing down, easy does it, and restoring balance and serenity. Easy does it, again, easy does, easy does it is again your motto as you decide on your relationship's best course. For the conscious universe wants to be sure you move forward with clear intention, and that requires reducing your speed. You will advance in the right way at the right time, balancing swift movement with progress at a relaxed pace. Blue Chalcedony wants you in the know, wants you to know that the healing of old patterns is easier when you are not letting fear drive you to move too quickly through a transition. You wanted to change the old ways, and you're doing so, guided by the conscious universe. So let yourself feel serene. Trust in this process as you slow things down to gain a clearer view. So that goes back to what I said about like this goes back to what I said is like you being able to trust where you're going and how y'all are moving as a unit. Um, okay. And if you have Venmo, I have a Venmo too. Um, so trusting in the ability for y'all to move and ebb and flow and grow together and however way that you're seeing it, like you've been getting intuition about certain things, like trust Trust that when it comes to you and your relationship, because the most beautiful, loving, like energy that I felt come through, and it was just gentle, and like it was just a softness, like allowing yourself to be soft, like allowing yourself to just simply be vulnerable and be soft and let go. Oh my goodness, I love that so very, very much. Let me get a self-care card for you. Let me get a self-care burning bowl. Whatever limiting beliefs you are holding, actually, you should do this together. You should do whatever limiting beliefs that y'all each have that may be holding y'all back for being, like, the connection is so spiritual. So allowing yourselves to like release together things holding you back. Let me finish that statement. Things holding you back, do that. Do the burning bowl ritual. Anything that is limiting you and your connection, burn it away. And if you do it together, like y'all, you know what? I can see that for us. Y'all burn it together. Burn it together. Ooh, yeah. Okay, that thank you for the glitter badge. That was lovely. Okay, I know one person's trying to tell Cash App to stop with the shenanigans. Tell Stan, tell Cash App to stop with the shenanigans. So, oh, and I think I put my Venmo's in both spots. Yeah, Cash App. I take Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. I already got EBT. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. So sorry. So sorry. So fun. So fun. Yes. Greetings and salutations. Warmest regards. Welcome. Welcome. You were wondering where the songs were. The songs were coming. The songs were coming. Songs were coming. Absolutely. I love that. I love it. I love it. Let me just say something. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Even though it was handled, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. If you can't be like creative, like you can't like do the obvious, like, okay, so I probably had a gap all my life, which means at least one or two people have probably already said something about it all my life. You have to be quicker than that. Like, you have to be quicker than that. All right. Waiting. Alexis, were you able to get Cash App to get its life right? Thank you. Thank you. Oh goodness. That's funny. Like, for real. For real. For real. This is what we do today. This is it's a beautiful day to not be stupid this way. Uh I was good. I was good. I had just completely ignored it. I was good, but I appreciate you. I was good. I was totally good. I was good. I appreciate y'all feel like trust me. I was good. I still feel quite serene. Um. Okay. All right. If you're good, you're good. All right. While I'm waiting for her and anybody else that wants to slide in and get a reading, I'm going to do my random shuffle buffle and see what pops out. Do the randos, the randoms. So I can do that. How to protect your energy. Ooh, yes, nice. Okay. Um, hold on. Is this for me? It's a Somebody. Okay, real quick, and then I'm gonna answer your question. So, like sometimes I just like to shuffle cards, see what flies out. I don't know who it's for. I just be shuffling. So I got the 6 of Cups. This advice will be let go of the past. Be now in the present, and stop focusing on the future because it's not even here yet. Okay. So advice on protecting your own energy. One of the pieces of advice I would say is remember that you are the sovereign. And I feel like a lot of times that's not mentioned enough, especially folks who are on a conscious spiritual walk. Um, you are the sovereign. At the end of the day, you and the Most High are one and the same. So you are the sovereign. If you want to imagine your spiritual team, like you're sitting there and they're your counsel. It's like if you're sitting like in a royal on a throne and your counsel's there giving like all flanking you to give you advice, support, whatever you're needing in that moment. That's how I would visualize it. And a lot of times in just being able to communicate with your direct spiritual team on what those interactions need to look and feel like, that in a way where you're experiencing them in a way that is going to allow you to continue and flourish and grow in that connection and continue upon your journey. When you expand that outward, one is how you call your protection in. So my very first mentor, what they would have me do is do a white shield meditation. So I don't know if everybody is familiar with the artist Janae Aiko, but just as I was going through my conscious awakening, she dropped the trigger protection mantra. And so what I would do is sit and listen to that. You can actually find it looped for like an hour on YouTube. But I'll sit and listen to that for at least about 5 to 10 minutes. And while I was listening to it, I would visualize an egg, a white egg. Well, for me, it's always iridescent, but an egg nonetheless shield around me. And I would periodically visualize this shield. And if I perceived that there were any flaws in the shield, I fill them in. But it was like visualizing this shield around me. As I continued to practice it, I felt that shield bigger. So instead of like, even now, if I do the shield protection, it starts with me. Then it expands out, it's filling the room. Then it expands out, it's filling the hallway. Expands out, it's filling my house. And expands out, it's covering my house. And for me, this is also how I used to do shadow work, is I would visualize me as my light and my shadow standing in front of the house, because the light that is forming the shield is coming from source. So I see the light from source coming down, pouring down over me. And by the time I'm done, it's pouring over my house, the land in which my house sits. So it's catching my car in the driveway. That's how I visualize the protection. It's just always there. Occasionally, I feel like I need to do a little extra. And so I will place my hands on the floor, and then I will affirm over myself, those who are in the house itself, and just affirming that protection. And I'm also really specific on what the protection looks like. So I have some specific ways I visualize protection around myself, my family, and my home. And so and I speak it out loud, and I do so with gratitude. I'm so thankful that, and whatever it is that I feel like I'm supposed to be seeing, I call it that way. I occasionally I don't have to use crystals and things as much. Like, Alekes, if they, not the ones you just buy from the store, but the ones like you get from someone, and whether they're, a ceremonial blessed, blessed in a ceremony, or they're just, blessed and you purchase them. I don't always feel like I have to wear mine every day in order to feel that protection. Like, I've been very specific in that I just have it around me, and I just need to occasionally reinforce it. I don't have the deepest relationship with the Bible because I wasn't raised as a Christian, but Psalms 23 and Psalms 91, always good to go. those are always highly effective. I do regular spiritual cleansings, and I make sure those spiritual cleansings include my head. So even if I'm not doing a ritualistic Ori cleanse, my head still is included.
The one said he wants to go.
It's up to you. I don't care. Um, so it's like, pouring over my head or washing. Like if I'm just washing my hair, I will wash the dirt out my hair, and then I may have a bowl of salt water that I've prayed over on the side and pour that over my head. Um, do you have Zelle? Okay, next time. Um, Asheo. Yes. Yeah, those are my faves. Those are my faves. Um Always a good white candle, like in my room generally, which I feel naked because I'm out of candles. I'm like out of all. I don't have tea lights, nothing, no candles. I'm out of all candles, but white candles lit in my room at night. I sleep with, so there's selenite over here on my nightstand, selenite under my bed, selenite on the altar across from me, selenite over my door frames. Actually, every door in my house has selenite around it. Like I actually, well, thank you. Um, I have, my house is basically just warded. And I did that when I first moved in. So I came in here before I moved anything in, and I cleansed it, and then I warded it. So my house is completely warded at all doors. Oh yeah, that's the protection. Alexis, since you gave me a glitter badge to start, I can at least I can pull a card for you. And what I'll do is, if you feel like it'll work later, I'll give you a couple of cards, and then you can just tip me later when it's, getting its life right. If you still want one. If you still want one, just let me know in the comments, and then I'll do it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That was a good question. That was a good question. Let's see. Oh, you're so lovely. It's cool. It's cool. All right. So random shuffles, and y'all can ask anything you want to ask. You can ask anything you want to ask. Do 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 do. Okay, somebody needs freedom, like for real, like that need for freedom and trust. Yeah, somebody's looking for freedom. Freedom, turn us loose, set us free from all the chains that bind me. Let us run in our own diary. Y'all need freedom. Somebody said they want to be free. And understand, you can have freedom and be totally in a committed relationship. Like you can have that freedom. I don't feel tied down when I'm with somebody. I don't feel that way. But I also have Venus in Sagittarius, and we just don't do that. I have Venus in Sagittarius, and we just simply don't do that. But I always have feel free. In fact, my heart feels free when I'm in love. Like my heart feels so free when I'm in love. I love the feeling when the love is just like last night. Wednesday nights, I am. Hold on, I'm gonna open my door because ain't nobody here, so I don't need to be closed. But last night I got a random text. It was late, it's like 1 a.m. But Wednesdays, my significant other is busy. He's got a lot of community stuff he does, and Wednesdays he's usually busy the entire day in a quite very literal sense. But about 1 a.m, I got a text, and it was like, I know it's late. I just wanted you to know I appreciate you as simply a person and my partner. What? This is what you do where you at? Come say it in my face. Come say it in my face so I know it's real. Oh my God, that was so freaking sweet. Like, so darn sweet. And I have this morning, to the message that we got earlier. You might have to find my kids. Especially Jelani. I could easily see Jelani. Like, I want to carry the flowers. Like, I could totally see that. The message we got earlier for the collective when it comes to love, in part of that vulnerability message. So this morning I was like, I want to tell you something. The reason I appreciate you doing things like that is because I know what it feels like. Hi, Takia. I know what it feels like to not have that. And I know that feeling more so than I know this one. This feeling, and look, I got all my godchildren in here. I love this. I know that feeling more often than I know the feeling of what I'm getting right now. Like this right now, I'm learning this feeling. And I think I told somebody recently, like, this is the longest I've been in a relationship where I was serious about the person and we didn't live together. This has been the absolute longest I have been in a relationship with somebody and we're not living together. Like normally by now, like we done U-hauled. And like we done U-hauled at this point. And no. And I'm gonna talk about them often because Spirit is like, keep this one close to you. And I'm like, I keep it close. Oh, thank you for the roses. Thank you. Thank you for the rose. Thank you. Well, you don't know since you just popped in, but do you want a love reading? Because I am doing 1-card ones if you send me glitter badges. So since you sent me a rose and a donut, and I now want a Krispy Kreme donut, you technically could get a 1-card if you want it. So just let me know. Just let me know. But, you know, being able to be that vulnerable, like being in a relationship where you can tell the person, this action triggers me, or this is why I behave this way, or this is why this is this way, because shouts out to Venmo doing what it's supposed to do. I got that, hun. But like me being in a relationship where I can say, hey, I'm going to, share my hopes, my dreams, my fears. I just got it. She said, I will not be denied. I love to see it. We like the perseverance. We like it, Alexis. We're here. We're here for it. We're absolutely here. All right. So this reading is for Alexis. Alexis is getting it in. Alexis is getting in the reading. Where's my Florida water? You already sent one. You sent me a donut. Send me a donut. That counts. You sent me a donut. So let me know if you want the 1-card. Do you want one? Do you want me to pull a card for you? I'm doing how you show up in love. So I can pull 1 card about what you need to know about how you show up in love. So, you want one? Okay. All right. So I'm going to do Mo first and then Alexis, I'm going to do you next. So let me see. Which one is for Mo? Okay. Mo, you get a crystal too. All right. Bet. Oh my God, children getting crystals. This is interesting. This is interesting, but I will take it. All right, so let's see. This is for Mo. What does Mo need to know about how they show up in romance? What does Mo need to know about how they show up in love? What do I need to share with her? This is wild. That's so wild. That's mad wild. Let me get a self-care for both. When you see the crystal, you'll understand why I'm laughing, because it's wild. Can I get Stability and security are a must. Anything that feels like inconsistency causes you to want to, like, I'm out. I'm not. What I heard is I'm not here for the FS. You're either here or you're not. Because when I come in, I'm all in. And you need a relationship that makes you feel safe and secure in doing that. Okay, hold on. Let me get your self-care. Look, I hadn't even gotten to the card good. True Taurus energy, though. Oh. True Taurus energy. Okay. That's wild. That is so wild to be. Okay. All right. So the crystal you got is the beautiful, beautiful amethyst. And it's the number 4 card. Wait, are you a life path 4? Hold on. I'm trying to remember. So you've got this. I know, right? So it's like, I am not the one to be played with. You're 3. Okay, I was like, is it a 4 or 3? Okay, you're 3. So, your cornerstone is 4. Got it. There we go. So that 4 energy, one, okay, 4 of Wands. And so the 4 of Wands is often called the 1111 card, a card about being alignment, but it's about creating stability. Oftentimes that card that you see them getting married, but you see there's a house being erected in the background. And that's how you show up in love is that structure. Like you provide this structure and this stability. And you allow the foundation to be strong. But that also means that when it's broken, it's broken. And it takes you a while to resubmit the foundation to build on it again. You need to let there be balance in your life to allow yourself to receive as much as you want to give. Okay, so it's okay to allow yourself to step back and receive like the Empress. You're present in all your relationships, but you're also watchful for any inconsistencies. That's that sibling Scorpio. The other is And so you need to let that Venus energy continue to morph and manifest in you because it's going to allow you to continue to attract the love that you have been giving out. Oh, that's lovely. That's so lovely. Let's see what Amethyst says. That's lovely. Isn't she lovely? Okay. So, amethyst essential meaning is familiarity, unconscious habits, old patterns in need of being released. And it says relationships can be like a comfortable pair of slippers well broken in. But amethyst is here to awaken you to the exciting possibility of an even richer partnership or relationship with someone you feel a connection to. Step out of the same old same and into a new way of interacting. Perhaps something as basic as saying thank you or I love you more often, or speaking your truth with love and conviction, even in relation to seemingly trivial things. Big journeys of healing start with small steps, such as asserting your need to be listened to, even when you say something that might make someone you care about uncomfortable, or to pause when someone is giving you new information that might make you feel defensive. The energy of rediscovery is calling to you to deepen your trust and intimacy, and don't be shy. You can do this. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's beautiful. Your self-care is to use your hands. So do something in your hands. This is big Taurus energy. This is big, big Taurus energy. So your self-care is to do something with your hands. Boom. There you go. I hope that resonated with you. Yeah. Okay, that's dope. Yay. Yays. Yayers. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So this is for Alexis. This is for Alexis. All right, so Alexis, so you're getting a quote unquote full one. So you're gonna get how you show up in your light, when you're not operating in your light. How do you show up? Advice, potential outcome if you take the advice, then one message from your heart, and one crystal and a self care. Oh, well, go take care of that. And Mo, you're gonna be sitting here for a little bit, because if you are, I'm gonna make you a moderator. Okay, hold on. There you go. Yeah. All right, Mo, I made you a moderator. If you can find the comment, Rob, it should be not far above you. And pin the Cash App comment, or you can just retype it, whatever you feel like you want to do, and then pin it, and then just keep a watchful eye for any trolls and dismiss them accordingly. All right. All right. This is for Alexis. All right. So, all gratitude to Alexis for trusting me to do this reading today. Gratitude to her being ancestors for trusting me to do this reading today. Gratitude to her heart for allowing me to do this reading today. What does Alexis need to focus on? Alexis is operating in her light. How does she show up? Oh, I love that. Already, I'm excited. Alexis, what are your pronouns? Thank you. That's funny. Okay, and what advice does the Spirit have for Alexis? What advice does Spirit have for Alexis? We got this out. And potential outcome if Alexis takes the advice. Ooh. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And what is the heart message for Alexis? What is the message from Alexis' heart? Ooh. Ooh. I'm taking that one. I'm taking that. Can I get a crystal for Alexis? Let me get a crystal. Oh no, one will do. Thank you. Crystal for Alexis. Okay. And yeah, I could tell the storm's coming. And self-care. What's the self-care for? Okay. All right. Alexis. All right. So first off, how you show up when you're in your light. Oh my gosh. Like, it feels like, okay, what I heard was happy homemaker. Like, when you're in a relationship, and you're in love and you're like all in. Ooh, you are wifey. Yes. It's like you can't even help yourself. You cannot help yourself when you're in a relationship and you feel good and you feel loved and nourished and you're just happy. You are wifey. Whether y'all live together or not, you are like wifey. You're like happy homemaker because that Ten of Pentacles, that Ten of Pentacles, that big abundance and family. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Like you are all in. When you're in. And you're enjoying yourself when you're in that energy. Like you enjoy feeling like you want to nurture and love and care for and really just give to that person that you have determined is your person in the moment. And that's what makes leaving so hard because you give in a full, like it's a full cup. You're not like giving them a sip. It's like when you're in, you're in. And that's also what makes it hard because yes. And it's like, yes, like I'm here now. And this is where when you are not operating in your light, the King of Swords can see from a higher perspective. The King of Swords is sitting on high and can see. So it's like you can't see when to take them off the pedestal. You'll be so far in the Ten of Pentacles energy that you won't see stubbornness, like you won't see the faults. You won't see them. Stubbornness, hostility, you can't perceive them. And you're not always listening to your spiritual team when they give you the advice because you're like, but I got all of this, and the spirit's like, no. And you're like, but they smell, no, but they no. It's like that, not wanting to listen because you also don't want to be like, it's just him and spirit here. All of these animals are simply a representation of spirit. So there's also this feeling like if I let this go, what is there going to be left for me? And so, which makes this card make even more sense to me now. So the advice is, and so this is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is a card of like, I mean, what is it that you're trying to give me? It's like, what about this over here? And spirit's like, no, like these are simply just cups. Like they're just cups. And it's like, why should I even bother? Like she's like, I guess I'll take this. And the advice is no. I know you had these, but look at this. This cup has the pot is at the end of the rainbow. That means the pot of gold is actually in this cup. Like, I understand you're going to go through some of those cups that are not gold and platinum and diamonds. You're going to have some of those cups, but I promise you, if you show up and trust in spirit and use your intuition, because wait till I show you this card. When you use your intuition and like listen and take the advice from spirit, that is for your highest and greatest good, the outcome is the high priestess. And the high priestess knows, period. She knows. She doesn't think, she doesn't believe, she knows. She absolutely knows. And she sits calmly in between the light and the shadow, and she trusts and she listens to spirit. So when it comes to your love life, understand that your love life is also part of your spiritual journey. A lot of people like, don't do love readings and don't do that because guess what? Like, it's just a dating. No, your love is part of your spiritual journey. Your romantic life is absolutely everything. Part of your human experience is also part of your spiritual journey. That's for everything. A part of your human experience is part of your spiritual journey. Your spiritual practice, gifts, self are not separate from your mundane muggle existence. They go together. They're walking hand in hand with each other. But when you let go of spirit's hand because you feel like this thing is something you're supposed to just handle on your own, and spirit is steady trying to send you intuitive hits and nudges like, hey, that cup's empty. Your cup is no longer full. Nothing's being poured into that cup anymore. Why? Because I'm trying to give you a new cup. I'm trying to give you a new cup, and this new cup has a much more refreshing beverage in it. So your inspired action and advice from spirit is to take the new cup. Is to take the new cup and trust them. And set no expectations on what is supposed to be the outcome of you drinking from that cup, other than at that moment and this time, this is the cup that you need. Ooh, yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not plugged in. Gee whiz. You take the advice, and spirit is like, you will have trust in yourself. The high priestess, understanding that your connection with source is intimate and linked to your connection to you, the high priestess is fully aware of that. So she never feels like she's going outside of herself from advice. She trusts in her own inner knowing because she knows her inner knowing comes directly from source. Come on, spirit, come on. And so it says that with big 4 cups energy, from your heart, it says acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And this is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it also says manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Which is a beautiful, again, another tree. Okay, real talk, another tree. You have 3 cards with a tree in it. I don't know what you have planted that is taking root or what kind of tree you're growing, like if it's a family or what, but so this one, well, so 10 of Pentacles always makes me think about the ancestors, but that is the tree of life, the Kabbalah tree of life. Then this 4 of Cups also has this tree hanging out in the background. And then now you've got this card that has a tree. And I don't know why that was important to me, but I feel like that's important. So then you have the crystal big spite, which is beautiful pink. I can't tell if y'all can tell that it's pink, but this is big heart chakra energy. This is this is love. This is love. This card is oozing with love. Then we have 9. 9 energy is the, ooh, Lord. Okay. Yeah. The energy of unpacking. 9 is like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and let go of things that don't serve me because I'm trying to make room for the 1 energy, these new beginnings. I'm going to let go of anything that doesn't serve me because I need to allow myself to let in these new beginnings because I can't hold all that stuff in me. Can't hold it. So let's see. Big spite. Open your heart. Heart chakra work might be important for you. Let's see what the big spites say. So it says drive, courage, full speed ahead, spirited action. Let go of anything that might impede you as you act on the inner conviction to bring love into your life by nourishing your relationships. There is time enough for to-do lists. Today is a day for connecting and reconnecting with those you care about and for reaching out to those you have said you want to get to know better. The universe is in love overdrive right now and wants you to stop focusing so much on the everyday tasks that can start to wear you down. Prioritize relationships where they have the power to help you heal and to recognize that you have all you need right now to experience contentment and fulfillment. Bruh, let me just tell you. Yes, we love that. So let me just tell you. With this card being overwhelming abundance in a regular, just general sense, this card means overwhelming abundance and prosperity. And then your self-care card is a gratitude list. Come on, man. Your self-care card is a gratitude list. This card is like, why should I even bother? It's like, because this is what spirit has for you. It's like, why should I even, because this is what spirit has for you. You are in a beautiful place where you're experiencing renewal in your relationship. There's new growth trying to happen in the relationship. So even though it didn't come up for y'all, but it may, like, this may resonate with you as well. What I told Rob is to do a burning bowl ritual with your partner. So I'm going to tell you to also do the same thing. Do the burning bowl ritual with your partner, and then do the gratitude list with your partner. Like, y'all sit together and, like, what are you grateful for? And then make it a habit. Like, every day before bed, writing down one thing. Start a gratitude jar or a gratitude bowl or something. One slip of paper. What are you grateful for today? Put it all in there, and y'all can do it about each other. Oh wait, yes. Take a slip of paper. What am I grateful for as it relates to my partner today? Write it down, put it in the jar, and then make it like at the full moon, y'all sit together and read, because full moons are for gratitude. Read the messages that you wrote about each other. Man, that'd be so mm, 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 mm. That'd be so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm so happy that, like, that look, that's some powerful witchery right there. I love that. Oh, this is such a beautiful reading. And, like, the fact that you're manifesting miracles, y'all, when you two or more come together, you and your partner are in a space, especially since y'all been together 9 years, and 9 is the year unpacking. So it makes sense that y'all are letting go of the past. That card that flew out earlier, the Six of Cups, might have been for you. Letting go of the past and being more in the present. Being able to do that and do things that help you understand where each other is life, because then you'll okay, I'm gonna tell you this because it's in my head. If you don't know how to do this, and you're like, you want someone to teach you, like, you can book a consultation with me. It's $20 and it don't take me long to teach it. I will teach you how to do this. Understanding what year your partner is in, what month they're in their life, that can help you so much. Because let's say you're in an energy of 2. 2 is partnerships, harmony, relationships, intuition. And so you are like in a touchy feely, like, I want to be all in your skin. And your partner's in a 7. And 7 is like, I could F with you or not. Like, I could deal with you or I could not. Because I kind of cool with being by myself. So it's a 1 energy. I'm kind of cool with being by myself. So they may feel a little distance to you. And you're like, what is going on? That's because they're going through some sort of journey that's more introspective. But if y'all don't know that about each other, yeah, go. It's in the link. Is in my bio. Links in my bio, because I won't let you put links in here. But if you go to my bio, it should be there. And if you don't see it, just inbox me and I'll send you the website link. But the link should be in my bio. And if you have any questions, simply just message me on my website. It's a live chat, so it comes to my phone. So unless I'm asleep or in the middle of something, I can do it. You forget that. We sometimes do that. We do that sometimes. Like, I had to tell a friend of mine, like, you don't own your husband. He does not belong to you. And she said for 30 seconds, she was triggered. Like, what do you mean? Like, they don't belong to us. They don't belong to us. And that energy, that the original, concept of getting married was about ownership. And then, like, we're now trying to make it about love, which means we have to behave in love, and now ownership. I love you, and I want to be with you, and I want to be connected to you. Yes, beautiful thing. You don't own them. You don't own me. Like you don't own them. So understand that they have their own journeys they're going through, their own energy, all of these things. And look, we all do. We all do, because that's what we've grown up with. That's what we're used to. Like that. That's what we're used to. And I think that's part of, even for myself, what I'm learning, and why I have a relationship with someone where we're not yet living together, because I have to learn how to allow us both to have our own journeys individually and the journey that we have together. And so I'm learning how to do that in this. We're not separated, but it feels odd. Like, we've been together how long? Why are you in my house? You don't want no key? You sure you don't want a key? I kind of want to give you a key. You sure you don't want a key? Like, so understanding that, and it's reframing things. It's not that, they don't have your heart or anything like that, but you have to recognize they have their own energy, their own journey, and being able to know how to work both with your own energy and recognize what's going on with them. Um, I made a post the other day about communication and questions, because I saw a TikTok and they were like, if you ask a man about how their day was, they'll just say fine, and then later on they'll tell you some random event like, yo, I almost broke my leg and da 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 da, bro. But didn't you say your day was fine? Well, it was, and that's because you didn't ask the right question. So for me, it's like I'll ask the question, how do you feel? Or what did you do today? What was it like today? Because those are different questions. I almost completely stop asking how you're doing because it doesn't garner the response I want. How do you feel? How is your energy is such a top tier question. Ask me how my energy is good now. You want a sandwich? Like, yes, tell me about your day. And then they'll tell you about their day. How do you feel? Especially for my womb holders, or people who are more connected to their feminine, who their partner is more connected to their masculine, being able to say, how do you feel, triggers the person to restore balance and come back to the feminine and give you an emotional answer. How do you feel? I feel exhausted. Where's your mental? On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you mentally? Like, no, like being able to say, how are you mentally today? Because not many people ask that. They'll just say, how you doing? And they'll think in a very broad sense, I'm okay. I'm okay. The world is falling all around me and I broke my toe. Are you okay? Are you sure? How are you feeling? Different question. It's not the same question. Yes, yes. And if you don't ask them to tell you how they feel, they're not going to tell you. If you don't ask that masculine person how they feel, they're not going to tell you. You got to ask them, because then they'll think about it and feel it. Then the feeling word makes them do the feeling thing, and it's like, oh, well, I kind of feel like crap. Okay, cool. Let's dig into that. What's going to help you? Do you want solutions? Yes. Yes. look, look. Me, verbal. Talk to me. Talk to me nice. Tell me. Can I tell you? And there's one is like, the TikTok is for the overthinker, and he's got her by the shoulders, which is like, I'm not mad at you. Nothing is wrong. Everything is okay. If there's something going on, I promise I'll say something. And I'm like, yeah, say that to me, because you get too quiet. Yes, that's my favorite question. How would you like to be supported? Like, I'm good. I am absolutely good for asking any of my homeboys that question. How would you like to be supported? And he'll tell me, like, if he's feeling exhausted, how would you like to be supported? I could really use a back and a foot rub. Say less, come through. I got you. These joints is magical. Would you like me to give you some Reiki while I'm at it? A Reiki induced foot rub, it's a magnificent thing. It's miraculous. How would you like to be supported? I don't really feel like cooking myself any food. Cool. What would you like to eat? What can I prepare for you and bring over so that you eat? How would you like to be supported? Do you like, and if they tell me something, do you want me to listen or do you want solutions? I try. That's always my intention. Like, leave your body, but come back. Leave your body, but come back. Look, there's so many things you can do with Reiki. So many things. So many things you can do with the Reiki. Okay, it's 4:00. So I'm going to leave. Okay, so I can either do one more reading or you can do a question. If you send a glitter badge, I'll do one card. Otherwise, readings are $20. Oh, yeah. Everything gets Reiki. Everything. Everything gets infused with Reiki. Everything. But yeah, glitter badges get you one card. If you just send like a tip, like just a couple of dollars, you will also get one card. Otherwise, a reading like I just did is 20, or you can just ask me a random question. And if you want to tip me for my mental, emotional, and spiritual labor at that moment, by all means, feel free to do so. But I will leave. I'll stay on for at least another 5-10 minutes or so, depending on what I get. But you can ask just about anything, just about. Keep it reasonable. And if I can answer. Salutations again. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, y'all got a good hot 5 minutes. Y'all got a good hot 5 minutes because the way the thunders, like, be respectful. Go be respectful. That clearly means I get to do my own September reading today because it is September 7th and I have not personally read myself. Ain't it? Look. So I'm go out there like knock knock. Oh, hey, how you doing? It's drizzling. It's raining a little bit. I'll probably like when I get off of here, run outside into the sprinkle and run back in the house because I'm not allowed to play for long periods of time in the rain anymore because I keep catching a cold. So I can't play out there like I want. I'll call you back, mommy. So yeah, I definitely only have 5 minutes. Yeah. Are you in the South? Now I'm curious. You don't have to. So it might be coming down to us because we just got the notification of storms and I've just been watching it get progressively cloudy. I've just been watching it get progressively cloudy here. So I'm in Georgia. So like all of this side of the word is like rain. We're going to get rain. Want to give you some rain? Like rain down all on me. Let your love just fall like raindrops. Rain on me. Sometimes it's soft as a misty rain. I think I may have heard of it. I haven't been there before, but I think I might have actually heard of that. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And I simply lose control. Okay, let's do some randoms. Oh, somebody mentioned they like my cards. Thank you. This is the Love Oracle. And so they are like guidance cards and they're heart-shaped. If outside of them being heart-shaped, it's a very satisfying shuffle. Ooh, that's a good question. It's hard, all of them. So I'll just run them, but all of them. So the question for my folks on Facebook and YouTube, TikTok asks, what are my favorite spiritual services that I provide? Oh my God, all of them. Like, if y'all are new here, I wanted to be a witch ever since I was a little girl. So every single solitary spiritual service I provide is something I am always geeked to do. So I offer divination in the form of tarot, and because I'm an Ifa priestess, I actually offer Ifa divination as well. I love doing divination, and I can't explain to you why. It's just fun for me. Days where I go to the apothecary and I'm there for like 4 or 5 hours just doing readings. I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty. I am having the time of my life. I absolutely enjoy them. There's at least one person on TikTok that can vouch for whether or not they can tell if I'm having fun. But I have fun. The first time I started reading tarot, I set an expectation that I did not want my gift to ever feel regular. I wanted to always kind of be in awe and enjoy the gift, and that it was always going to be something cool. So divination is something that I do. I do basic readings and then I do full-blown divination. Tarot divination often also includes astrology and numerology. So if you give me your full birthday details, because I'm a big nerd, I also do astrology and numerology, and I will include that in your tarot divination. Um, I also offer Reiki, so I'm a certified Reiki master, and I thoroughly enjoy doing energy work because I can see the effects of it. And doing energy work is something that I did not publicize enough, and it's been obvious that spirit's been calling me to do more of it. And so I offer just a basic Reiki session. You do not have to come to me in person. I do actually offer distance Reiki, so you can book Reiki with me and get it from a distance. I actually did a 15-minute Reiki one TikTok live just to show people, like, no, like, it's not, it's official. It's official. And I take you through like a mini guided meditation where I kind of give you something to visualize while I work. And then I like kind of leave you. Like, I was like, here, go here, hang out there, chill out, and let me work. And then when we're done and I bring you back, typically I'll ask you, like, how was it? What did you experience? Et cetera, et cetera. And I'm opening myself up to actually doing distance Reiki once a month. So be on the lookout for that. I'm actually going to offer that as a monthly service for the collective. I'm going to do distance Reiki, which segues into I do candle work. I'm an Aries moon. I really like doing candle work. I love dressing candles. I love working with candles. I really love doing candle work. So I like doing collective candles where you chip in, whatever the offering is to get on the candle, and then whatever blessings that I have set for that intention or healing or releasing, whatever the case may be, you get included in that. So I do candle work. Or if you just need something, like you need a money working done, you need some protection done, whatever that looks like, you want some love done, I will do a candle working on your behalf and work that for you. So most people don't know, I actually still do resume consultations. So, and the way I do that as a spiritual service for career is I do actually offer practically spiritual career mentorship. Isn't it? Oh, wow. Yeah, like I do practically spiritual career mentorship. So I give you both the practical, because I used to be a mentor at my corporate job. So, and I'm very proficient at resume writing, and I am phenomenal at interviews. So I give you the practical side of things, but I also pair it with the spiritual. So, like, we'll look at your birth chart and see what it is that you chose, what kind of careers you chose to do, and how does the job that you're either in or you're trying to get align to ultimately where it is you're trying to go in terms of your life path and things of that nature, and how to move in alignment. My last career mentee, I had her make a career altar so that she could again call in that career energy, and how to work with things like a career altar and earth energy to help sort of, get that career going. And then also getting her resume with the right keywords and things like that, helping understanding the need for a mentor in the field that they wanted to work in. So yeah, I do even if it's just resumes in general, I actually just do resumes. And if need be, I can help you turn your resume into a petition. So yeah, those are like, yeah. I occasionally just do group ritual, and I love writing. Like, I love a good ritual. So those are the like services I offer. Every other Saturday, I do an Orisha service. So think of it like, not like it's in a physical temple, but like coming to a temple to attend a Orisha service. So every other Saturday on Zoom, I do one where you can join, go on my website, make a donation. I think the minimal donation right now is $11, and you can join me for actual Orisha service. So you get to experience how I commune with the Orishas. So I do the invocations and the Orikis, and I do a divination. Like, you get to come in, I pick a topic to teach from, and I teach from that topic and whatever the Odu was that aligned with the topic. So yeah, good question. I hope I answered that. Oh, and I do oils and stuff. Yeah, I do that too. So I do intention oils and intention baths. Those are always nice. Those are nice. Like always nice. And I do make eleques and e-days. I do that too. I do the things. I do them and I do the things. Hope that answered the question. That was a good question. And it rounded out 10 minutes. Anyone else? Anyone else before I say bye-byes? Before I say bye-byes, anybody else? Anybody need anything? I might be live again later. It depends on, yeah, it depends. It depends on how long my September reading, like I want to do that now. Like I'm going to go do my own divine for myself. But let's just say there was something happened that over the weekend and it's been bugging me to not talk about it. So we'll see. We'll see how the energy is, because if the energy's right, I'll go live and get it out my chest. Yeah, say I receive that. I'm not even gonna like. I receive it. I receive it. Add to cart. Add to cart. Add to cart. I shall. I shall. We receive that. I hope that y'all enjoyed the live today. This was cool because I don't often do love readings, especially not live. So I hope that y'all enjoyed it and got something that you needed. I hope that, in some way it helped nourish and, help you feel fulfilled. I always am grateful. Like, ooh, and it's an angel number, 4.4 likes. Hey. So I always want to say gratitude to all of you who decide to, spend a little time with me and share space with me. Gratitude to your spiritual courts, because you wouldn't stay that long if your spiritual court and your aura read and say, no, you should sit here and listen. You're going to get something you need. So whether you got a reading or not, if you just shared space, you just tap the screen a few times, that does wonders for me and my business. If you are someone who got a reading and you feel so called, my business has a Google business profile, and reviews are very helpful because I am a growing business. And that just helps me get found and helps the SEO work in my favor when people are Googling services. But thank y'all so much. I'm going to go call my mommy because she called me and I hung up. I rejected the call to finish talking to y'all. Yes, it feels special. My mommy called. I rejected the call to finish my